So I just bought our daughter another snowmobile. Everything about it is super loose. Okay, so there's one more thing I have that doesn't run right now. This video is a little bit random. There's just a bunch going on, the things I had that I didn't have to do, things I did. Bought a snowmobile for our daughter, another one. Fixed something on my snowmobile, on one of them. Fixed a signal light bulb on my truck. Just random stuff that went on. That's real life, and there you go. Today I'm gonna fix an issue I've been having on this snowmobile. Brake, rotor, disc, whatever. A little loose. And that's on a keyway on the shaft that goes across to the secondary clutch. And then when I realized it was real bad is when I got another snowmobile with the same setup, and it's not like that at all. A little bit of play. So I'm gonna rip this cover off and we'll see what's under there. Brake rotor's off, so the problem, you got this key going through this and then that shaft. See a line? That should just be one solid piece, but it's wore down a little bit. If I put the wider side in the cutout, it's tight, no movement. If I put the wore out side in the cutout, like, there's plenty of play. So what I'm gonna do is get a center punch and put a bunch of punches all along the smaller edge. Put it in and kind of swells it up. So in my mind, if I can get it to the point where I gotta like tap it in the cutout, then it's fixed temporarily. A new one was a temporary fix too, because it wore out too. Alright, there's a bunch of holes. Now I just gotta file off the bottom because I kind of swelled all that up too, but anyway, we'll get her here. Alright, that's the skinny side up there, so it's swelled up enough to hold its own weight. That should be tight enough, because if I put the other side in, like the side I didn't touch, it just falls out. So I don't think it really made much of a difference. It did make enough of a difference that it doesn't feel like it's gonna like fall off, but it's still got some play in it, but it's better than it was. Well, it's a little better. Still has play, but that's an acceptable amount. Before, it was flopping all around and felt like it was about to fall off, so got the oil changed on her, all topped back up. So you seen I sold that kitty cat, and so I sold that kitty cat in that last video, and this popped up. Actually, this guy replied. So what I usually do is if I want something or I'm looking for something, I'll put a wanted ad out. 9 times out of 10, when I make those posts like a wanted ad, I'll get like at least one reply. Usually, sometimes it's not like the exact thing I'm looking for, but sometimes it is. This time it was. This guy says, yeah, this is a 15 120 Yamaha. And I was like, oh yeah, send me a picture. Like, he wanted something his son could go on like, his snowmobile, and dad could ride his snowmobile and go for a ride. This isn't for that. This is for doing loops in the yard. It only goes like 6-8 miles an hour. So for me, it's exactly what I want. For him, it was a little bit too small. So anyway, went and picked it up. Here's a few clips of that. Like, hey, where'd you go? She's excited. What did we buy? Yeah, what color is it? Blue. What are we gonna go buy now? Nuggies. Your favorite meal. Your snowmobile's back there. Your snowmobile's in the back. Do you like your snowmobile? Yeah. You gonna smile? Cheese. Hey, that's not a smile. You just got a snowmobile. This is your third snowmobile and you're 3 years old. The other day coming home with that snowmobile, my signal light on my truck blew out, so I'm gonna replace that quick. I can just get it from in here. That'd be cool. Almost. Oh. I think I got it. Blown? Doesn't look like it. That might not be a good thing. Okay, that's done. She didn't really seem too excited, never even looked at it in the garage because she's too shy, but once I got it home, she enjoyed it. So she hasn't ridden it yet, she sat on it, looked it over, pointed out a few things I got it fixed. Doesn't start quite right. I might take the carb off and go through it. Like, it starts pretty good, but I'll show you. So like, we're in a warm garage right now, and it's kind of like, shouldn't need full choke, but if you give it full choke, so yeah, it does run, but it's not perfect. So the chain drive, it's a chain drive, like centrifugal clutch drive system, makes a bit of noise. I'm sure it's normal, but they're loud, so I'll lube the chain. It's horrible, like dry, never been lubed ever since new. So I'll do that, general look over, and honestly, that's about all I gotta do to this thing. I bought this for the amount of money that it's worth. I didn't get a good deal on it, or I didn't overpay for it, but I didn't underpay for it either. But these things, this is a 2015. If you bought a 2015 or you bought a 2001, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to now, they're the same price. Strictly based on condition. So you could have a 2015 with a cracked windshield, or a 2003 with not a cracked windshield. The 15 will be cheaper. Like they go for $3 basically, plus or minus $100 in this condition. A little better. I mean, this one's pretty much perfect, but like in the fall, I could probably sell this and make $500. And I think this one will last for years. Like, I mean, she's 3 now. I think this will be, I'm thinking 8, 9, 10, 11 type of thing. Like, you know, she ain't riding the 583s are in here. She's not riding those when she's 10. That entice her, maybe. We'll see. But just size-wise, it's perfect. So this is the tether here, and they're kind of cool how they work. I didn't think it would start it when I first got it. So the way it is, like a normal tether, you pull it, kills the engine. This one, you pull it, it kills the engine. But the way it's mounted, it's through this hole on the hood. So this is basically like a big washer. So it prevents you from opening the hood with the tether on. So if you want to open the hood, that comes off. And then you can open the hood. So when I first bought it, I was pulling on the hood, it wouldn't open. And then eventually it opened, but it popped this off. And then when I put the hood down, I didn't realize it and it wouldn't start. Anyway, long story short, cool design. Because on these ones, the tether goes right here, for example. So it has nothing to do with the hood. It just assumes if you're old enough to ride this, you're smart enough, hopefully, how to open the hood and put your hand in the belt. I think the noise I'm hearing, like, that's definitely loose, but it's not out of the ordinary. But this brake just kind of grabs that outer shell here, and it's super loose. So if I tighten that up, like it'll still rotate, but not that much. Okay, so I have this clutch. I don't know if it's the same. It looked very similar. I wonder if I should try to put this on. Because it definitely has way less slack than the other. Right now I'm just here trying to get this clutch off here. I think I got it. I've been here hitting this. I finally loosened off that bolt. Still hot? Can't tell if it's hot or cold. That must mean it's really hot. I guess they invented these things years ago. Gloves. So the clutch is off here after a little bit of... I just had to use my brain. It's... Everything about it is super loose. Like... And I think that's the noise I'm hearing. And I don't know when these wear out if it affects like how they take off, because it does take off pretty like violently, like right off the bat. But anyway, I'm gonna pop this thing apart. But just for reference, this one won't work, but if it did, it would be great. This one is like zero play. Like it's like, yeah. So I'm thinking that's my problem. Not that it wasn't even a problem. The thing still drove. It's just I could tell something was worn out or whatever. Assuming it's this. Well, can't see it, but this bearing here is completely worn out. Which is, I know this is backwards, but that's where some of the play comes from. And the rest of it, I think, is just right here. Just that. Anyway, we'll wait for that new one and go from there. The chain that came out, and yeah, there is no master length, so that's the chain you get, and that's the chain that you use, I guess. Okay, so there's one more thing I have that doesn't run right now. Couple days, that clutch will come in and that'll be done. That is one of my problems though, like that thing, the way it would have ran for years without an issue, like no problem. But as soon as I see something that's like, something's going on there, then I gotta take it apart, and here we are, waiting for parts on that. But it's the way to do it. It'll have a new clutch and I'll never have to worry about it. Hope you enjoyed watching. Little random video, but there you go. We'll see you on the next one. Later.